Hello, it's the Collaboration Kernel, and in this first of my podcast series, we're going to talk about the importance of a cohesive meeting room infrastructure and how things may have been influenced by science fiction in the past. And it's gone on for longer than you think. As more enterprises have embraced hybrid and remote work, the benefits of greater freedom and flexibility have become increasingly apparent. Not only does working from the comfort of one's home eliminate the time and stress of commuting, but flexible working has also empowered employees to balance their professional and personal lives. For example, caregivers can tend to children or elderly family members without sacrificing their careers, contributing to overall health and well-being, and not to mention the corporate sustainability goals. However, to unlock the true potential of hybrid working, companies must equip their employees with the right tools to enable effective collaboration. Video conferencing has become the new benchmark for IT infrastructure. Workers now view it as an indispensable tool, integral to accomplishing their daily tasks. In this podcast, we'll dive into the evolution of this critical workplace technology that's become a mainstay and staple of any digital workplace service. From science fiction to science fact. Although it's difficult to imagine a workplace that does not use video conferencing tools, it does remain in living memory when they did not exist, or were a luxury that only large corporations could afford. These would have been concentrated in on-site offices, particularly 1 or 2 rooms per site, and used by higher executives. Now, it's a mainstay on every desk. We look at the ability to join meetings as a right, something that we need to do, need to use in our daily lives to be collaborative. The technology first appeared in popular culture as early as the 1800s, in the works of a French science fiction writer. Later, it was seen in the works of Jules Verne. Later, the first real depictions in popular culture, the mainstream futurist, really were shown on shows such as The Jetsons, Captain Scarlet, and in the 1960s feature films such as 2001: A Space Odyssey. More recently, however, video conferencing has evolved to serve as a communication tool and a versatile workforce management program. As we saw in Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future 2, Marty McFly was indeed, if you remember, sacked by Needles via video conferencing. This does kind of echo real life, where technology titans such as Elon Musk and Zuckerberg have been using video conferencing and email, in fact, an old legacy collaboration tool, do their workforce management. Today, of course, the versatility of a secure and robust solution is now integrated into the everyday business life of any digital workplace service. Nearly all of us use video conferencing in our jobs, whether working at our desks or in the field as a frontline worker. We're always on the move, and work is wherever the person should be. During the first implementations, offices may have had only a few dedicated meeting rooms, as we've stated, with disparate hardware from multiple vendors to support video conferencing with external stakeholders or business partners. Access to this suite was normally restricted to higher-level executives. Now, with the development of cloud-based video conferencing platforms such as Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google Meet, and Cisco WebEx, these have been quite aimed, in part, at the customer market. This mode of communication has become more accessible and affordable for companies of all sizes. One's physical location no longer limits access to technology tools such as the workplace, the physical office or room. And now work is, as we said, wherever the employee is. And access to these tools are a given. They're always there. They're always in the cloud and always accessible. One of the main things to think about is video conferencing experience parity. We've spoken a little bit about science fiction in this podcast, and science fiction has become science fact. with video conferencing serving as a benchmark for measuring the strength of an IT company's infrastructure, taking the mantle over from Outlook or email in the past. We can all remember when, if you did not have a little email icon showing that you were connected at the bottom of your email client, then all hell would break loose. Now, it's judged by have you got good call quality? Is your video breaking up? And some of this, in part, can be down to the fact that there's external factors affecting the infrastructure, especially for home workers. Your children, in fact, could be downloading the latest update to popular first-person shooter games, eating up your bandwidth. Remote workers' video conferencing experiences should be equal or very close to those that you find in the in-office experience. Similarly, employees in dedicated on-site meeting rooms should be able to easily engage with their remote workers, their counterparts who have not made it into the office, whether that's for health reasons, whether that's for wellness reasons, or whether that's for sheer location. All this should be unhindered by the lack of physical presence. Poor audio and video quality, drop calls and technical glitches can hinder productivity and create workforce frustration. As I put it, putting the SH into the IT. So how do we take the SH out of the IT? But how organizations respond and mitigate against these issues can directly correlate with workforce adoption of newly deployed video conferencing technologies. Beyond preventing and resolving any technical issues that emerge when rolling out a new tool, companies, organizations, and enterprises can implement an organizational management of change program, which also deals with programs to do with training, communication, to help the workers get the most out of their technology and mitigate against the errors and problems and pitfalls involved in any change. Change is difficult, and how we mitigate against this when rolling out any new technology is key to adoption. So how can we harness the benefits of video conferencing, this tool that has been that mainstay? It's clear that businesses must provide a robust end-to-end video conferencing and communications infrastructure that supports a dispersed workforce to remain competitive in the marketplace. In the same hybrid work study, more than 2/3 of employees named web-based video conferencing collaboration tools as being very important for collaboration and efficiency. How many times have we said, hey, we'll have a meeting, as opposed to sending an email? It's becoming commonplace. And as a result, companies are now reinvesting in high-quality video conferencing infrastructure to meet the growing demand for this technology. Now, this includes instigating meeting room assessments and dedicated room planning, simply because if you don't see what you've currently got, identify the problems that you're currently having with your existing hardware, then how can you be ensured to have a good experience going forward? They're also looking at not only the technology, but installing purpose-built furniture, purchasing high-end cameras and microphones so everyone can be seen and heard, upgrading telecoms and internet connections, and investing in reliable and easy-to-use video conferencing software. With this approach, employers can provide a positive end-user experience to promote a truly collaborative environment. Environments that benefit from increased productivity, whereas video conferencing has gained that popularity due to its ability to increase productivity and efficiency. The technology empowers team members to collaborate in real time, share ideas, and make decisions more quickly. It's more than just being a meeting room, it's more of a collaboration space, eliminating the need to wait for a response to a phone call, email, or instant message. When selecting a solution, ensure that it enables a parity of functionality between devices and platforms, as the end user's mobile experience should be comparable to that of a desktop application. You should also be inclusive of workplace culture. Remote and hybrid work has also highlighted the importance of accessible digital workplaces to support geographically dispersed teams for whom face-to-face meetings can sometimes be impossible or costly. Video conferencing platforms help deliver experience parity to all members, participating and foster a more inclusive workplace culture. All team members have a voice and presence, regardless of location. Video conferencing can also create new dynamics to help break down communication barriers, often found in traditional workplaces, where some individuals may be ignored or overlooked. Employee satisfaction and retention also has a huge impact on the choice of video conferencing, a modern meeting room solution. With technology tools proliferating in our everyday lives, employees have developed higher standards for the quality of their workplace technologies. There's the consumer aspect that impacts technology solutions that get put into modern enterprises and companies. If you can go to the local Best Buy or Currys and get a solution that is adequate and good for your needs, and it's better than what you get in the workplace, then there's a resistance to come into the physical workplace to use these collaboration rooms. A recent study has shown that the provision of technology tools and support to help me do my job effectively was the second most influential factor, just pipped by the post by salary and compensation, when considering whether to stay or leave a current employer. That IT resistance. Providing high-quality video conferencing infrastructure is now table stakes for customers and companies implementing a successful hybrid work model. So for next steps, leveling up your video conferencing infrastructure. Now, as we know, the hybrid landscape is changing, with over 92% of most companies getting people into the office at least 3 days a week. Video conferencing will likely evolve, and hybrid work continues to evolve as well. Video conferencing and the managed meeting room remains a critical component of the modern IT infrastructure. Companies that invest in high-quality video conferencing and meeting room structures and solutions and deliver effective training programs on how to use them will no doubt reap the benefits of increased employee productivity and satisfaction. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. I thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.